Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I'm at the Puerto Rico airport, guys. It's kind of a nice airport. There's a lot of shopping, a lot of stuff to do. It's kind of wild. And I don't speak Spanish, so needless to say, it's fine. Everybody's feeling good right now. It's just glorious how fantastic everything is right now. Please, as always, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And let's get right into it. First things first, guys, and this is wild. Think about this. Consumer sentiment is something that we've been tracking, and I talk about it. You know, every month they bring up a new consumer sentiment number, and it was very low last month. It hit the highest level since 1992, right after the election. It went from 66% to 77%. People are feeling good right now about everything under the sun. So the last time we had a jump like this was when Billy Clinton took over and he got elected. Isn't that wild? I mean, I thought that was end of days. I was a young business owner at the time and thought that the end of the world was about to happen. So again, it's all relative, but people right now are feeling this way. Now, on this boat and talking to young people on the boat, they just think that we are doomed, man. I mean, it is going to be horrific what we're about to experience. So, you know, needless to say, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's funny. Man, oh man, it's just everybody's talking, and so consumer sentiment is way up right now. Let's walk past this. Now, I get a kick out of things that are sent to me in the news that just make zero sense from one day to the next. Sometimes on the same page, but I'll give you a perfect idea. In my last video, I talked about a man, Austin Goolsbee, who spoke about how we have full employment but empty wallets. Oh, that's interesting, because today, here is the big problem. If you are looking for a job, it's going to take you longer than ever to find a job right now. What does that mean? Think about this. This is what's like, that's nonsense, but here's where the nonsense continues. They say that there are only 7 million people looking for work right now in this country. Who believes that? I believe so many people are out of work right now, but they're not counted right now because they've been out of work for so long. Think about this, because this is a good stat for people to hear. You get laid off and lose your job and you have to work. You don't get a good severance package. You got to get something quick. It is taking people, of the 7 million people, 2.84 million, 40% are over 15 weeks looking for a job. So you're going to spend a lot more time looking for a job right now than you ever have. And I have told people this so many times. You know, when I had my medical conferences, I would invite people that were looking for jobs, because it'd be executives, headhunters, all these different people that you should meet if you're out looking for a gig. And your job is to look for a job. You treat it like a business. You don't sit there and go, hey, I sent out 5 resumes. You're going to get nothing in this economy. I'm telling you, introduce yourself to people. Why should they hire you? Put a face to the resume and your CV and do that. That's what you need to do. That is the best thing that you can do when it comes to looking for employment. And it's like looking for a business partner. It's like looking for an investor. You've got to go out there and you just have to, oh, we have the greatest company in the world. Everybody should come to us. Nothing works that way. So, I mean, I got a real kick out of this because, again, one day ago, guys, everything is perfect. You know, it's just full employment. We talked about the fintech companies last week and the week before about how these middlemen, bank as a service, the FDIC is going to start cracking down on those people. So this is going to be interesting. What new executives come into this, and if the FDIC is as bad as they say it is. Now, there's a man, David Sachs. He is part of a podcast that is absolutely stellar. David Sachs is a billionaire who is part of the PayPal mafia. He is a venture capitalist who was just pegged for the new administration to be the AI and crypto czar. He is part of a podcast called All In with Chamath always get his name, Chemeth, Jason Calacanis, and Jason Freeberg. Anyways, the guy is fantastic, and I think you guys want to see a great podcast, go to look at the All In podcast, because it's all these billionaires talking about, you know, things to do, what they're working on. But that's what you need more of, more success like that. Elon Musk, you know, they just withdrew his $56 billion pay package, which is crazy, okay, for anybody to make $56 billion. Again, guys, look at these stores in here. Freaking, now you got the crap and you got all the junk and stuff like that, but I mean, you know, you got all this high-end stuff through just the airport, guys, hanging out in the public airport. So, kind of fun. So, Elon Musk gets denied his $56 billion pay package. It is estimated that that guy spent, in the last election, $260 million to get people elected. Is that crazy, guys? He was the largest donor of the political season. Okay, so that's crazy. 2020, you had Marky Mark Zuckerberg, who spent his $416 million. And then you had Sam Bankman-Fried that did that too, and 2020 and 2022. So kind of interesting, guys, that these people are putting all this money. But did you have any idea Elon put $260 million into it? I had no clue. So, you're all feeling well. Oh yeah. What you're going to see is all the positive news as far as the job numbers that just came out. They're all seasonal jobs, guys. They're people that are working at the grocery stores and the drug stores and different malls that are getting themselves, that are running themselves, you know, for seasonal work. It's that simple. So it just was announced that CVS is going to fire a massive amount of people in 2025 because of seasonal work. I can't think of drugstores having seasonal work, so that's kind of fascinating to me. But you know, don't you guys see it? I mean, when you go to the malls and you go to the large department stores, Nordstrom's and South Coast Plaza is a nice shopping mall. When we go there, it's just very, very busy right now. But you get a lot of people that just are temporary employees right now. Look at this place, guys. Isn't this wild? So, just walking through. Not that I need anything else. So, a little bit more to cover, and we'll go from there. Since we're at an airport, let's talk about airlines. You know, Spirit files bankruptcy. Spirit is here in Puerto Rico. I'm like, how is it to fly other bankrupt airlines? Now, next one, you know, Spirit was going to merge with JetBlue, and they shut that down. JetBlue is cutting access to all these areas, including Miami, including New York. I mean, this is terrible, guys. So you're seeing these airlines that have zero service. You know, they were in front of Congress this week, and the thing that infuriated me, I have to prepare here, it was just maddening. It was horrible. Is the airlines were given $65 billion of our money during that time and improved nothing. The experience sucks. I mean, we flew from, you know, Los Angeles to Miami, and I had to pay $13 to get a cheese plate, which was 2 pieces of cheese and crackers. Okay, it was horrific. Okay, so farmer sentiment. Think about this one. For the first time in 15 years, farmers feel that they're going to have a better crop and better yield because of the new administration. So farmer sentiment, they're excited to work the farm, cattle, plants, food, everything. So let's hope that this comes around, guys. Let's hope that this spreads, this incentive. Oh my God. But anyways, guys, I just hope that this is a good thing. There are, you know, we talk about cord cutting, and I have a great article sent to me about eight niche streamers that are doing better than some of these cable companies. I was floored. The Hallmark Channel, BritBox is doing better. I mean, the stories below, but man, stuff I've never heard of before. UP Faith and Family, the Faith and Family channel is doing better than some of the streamers. VIX is a pay site. BET is doing better than some of these sites on the pay site. We mentioned BritBox and Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is anime and Japanese content, killing it right now. So let me know what you think so far, and remember the email address is hello@iAllegedly.com. I'm going to finish this video with a couple stories. Honda has a recall. Newer cars, 2023 and 2024, Odyssey and Pilots. Now, what's crazy about this is it's for a fuel leak. So fuel, hot engine equals fire, okay? So that's what you're trying to avoid with stuff like that. So again, I always get a kick out of the fact that how these things get reported were civilians that drove the car and had problems. Do you smell that? Imagine that. That started complaint to the Highway Traffic Safety Board, and from that National Highway Traffic Safety Board, that gets to Honda, and then they issue a, we better recall the car. Final story is, have you guys ever heard the expression meme coin? Meme coin is a cryptocurrency. It's basically smaller coins. Well, there is a girl, Haley Welch, that became famous because she made a reference to something I can't even say here. But because of that, she got a little fame, a little notoriety. So what they thought would be a great idea was to set up their own coin for that. So when they set up the coin, it went live 2 days ago, and they made a 15% commission on this, and she basically made $2 million in hours, like 3 hours, and then sold it all and crashed the coin. So people that put their money into this cryptocurrency were furious because of the fact that not only was it not real, but it was just a scam. So she's gonna probably be the Haktua girl in jail, is probably what's gonna happen with that. Now, I'll tell you guys, 3 years ago, there's a few things I looked at. I looked at having our own coin for the channel. Wouldn't that be cool? Have our own cryptocurrency. And I finally got one lawyer in New York City that would answer all my questions. And about the fourth or fifth question is, will I have a problem with the Securities and Exchange Commission? Will I have a problem with the Department of Justice? And they said, oh, Dan, they're going to show up at your office the second you do this. And I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, it happens all the time. I'm like, who the hell would want to do this? So, needless to say, it was insane, and I didn't do it, and I'm glad I didn't do it. But let me know what you think about this, and if you've heard about it, but the story's below for you to reference and read. You want to get a hold of me? It's hello@iallegedly.com. Don't forget the private channel, iAllegedly.tv, which is fantastic because we can share all the stories we can't talk about other places. A lot of cool stuff coming out, and I'll be sharing it with you very, very soon. I'll see you very soon when I get home.